Hi, my name is Ellen Fox, and I'm a veteran of a school that was shut down and phased out the same way that Washington Irving is being phased out. There are tremendous numbers of things that can be said about this proposed co-location, and a lot of them have been said already. I'm going to limit myself to about two aspects of the thing. The first aspect I'd like to talk about is impoverishment of education for kids. And that's what everybody should really be looking at. And frankly, that impoverishment began when the great school that was Washington Irving was shut down to begin with, and the phase-out process was started there. There are things that large high schools can do that no small high school can do for its students, no matter how well-intentioned. And among those things is the offering of a large variety in this age of teach to the test, a large variety of enrichment courses that will enrich kids' education, like art and music, and a whole bunch of elective courses for kids in a variety of subjects. No matter what a small school wants to do, it really can't do that. And when you put more schools into a single space, I can yell very loud even if it takes the mic away from me. When you put large numbers of schools into a small space, they're all fighting for that space. You can't have rooms for that. People have talked about library, and people don't really necessarily know what happened with the libraries when it was said that the library here was shut down. New York State will pay for one librarian per 1,000 kids in a school, not in a building. Washington Irving certainly had well over 1,000 kids in here, but when it was broken up into small schools, it became schools with fewer than 1,000 kids. My school at one point had 3 librarians in it, but the moment the schools drop under 1,000 kids, New York State isn't paying for that anymore, and you lose all of that. Even though you have more than 1,000 kids in the building, they're not paying for that. The second thing I want to talk about is the whole question of pitting.
Please complete your comments, Rebecca.
Pitting of one element, for example, the elementary schools. We heard people talk about how the elementary schools are so overcrowded in the district, there's no way of doing that. We need the space in Washington Irving. Why are high school kids being asked to take the hit for these elementary kids when we heard from Tom Duane's office saying, we'll help to find you more appropriate space for your charter co-location? Why should elementary kids have to pay for that kind of thing? It's not right. And why should the high school kids have to pay for co-location of an elementary school? Admittedly, maybe the elementary school kids need more space. Let Tom Duane's office find them appropriate space for that. Last thing I want to say is we heard a lot from the charter school people whose kids are going to co-located charter schools, and they say, well, we don't have any problem with that. Everything is fine. It's working out great. I don't see one single parent from Brandeis High School, for example, saying, from the traditional schools in Brandeis, saying, oh, it's okay. The charter schools went in, and we don't have any problem with that. Let those people show up here and say, oh, it's okay, it's great for the charter schools to be in there. We have no problem.
Thank you very much.